Sup folklores, my corner dwellies rub my bellies. This is Jades VR Corner, and I am a very accident-prone person. My whole life I just attract pain. I know I'm missing some, but this will definitely wet your tongue. Number singular. I was sitting on a tennis net, and a buddy of mine yanked up on the net. I flew back in midair like a choke slam. Bam! Back and head first right on the tennis court. I woke up in a stretcher and a neck brace. Number blues twos. You know those bars that keep cars from coming into parking lots? Usually schools, they look like this. Mine was less triangle and more thick bar. I was running to the bus stop looking at some other kids. No way, Turn, bam! Right in the mouth. Got up and blew out a tooth. Number three-pointer. In Canada, I was sledding down a snow hill on one of those blue plastic real slippery sleds, flying down the hill, Canadian style, about 25 miles per hour. I was looking one direction, and there was a kid just sitting still on the hill. I was going 25, he was going 0, and cracked our heads together. I woke up about 5 minutes later, and I was the only one out in the field. All the other kids went into the school. I think the other kids thought I died because no one said shit. I had about half an inch of snow on me, just like a dead carcass. So I got up, wiped the snow off, and went back to class.
Get back out there, throw some dirt in it.
Number quadricept. I had a Black Cat firecracker, and I think it had extra spicy gunpowder on it, because I was getting ready to throw it, and boom! Blew my hand wide open. Boom! When I was trying to throw it. Fast fuse that one was. My whole hand was a blood blister, just purple and red, swollen, like I had a second hand. The doc told me lots of people have lost fingers from Black Cat, so I was pretty lucky. Number 5 of whiskey. I also had a bottle rocket once, and I threw it up into the air. It gracefully turned around and right into my chest. Boom! Boom! Blew up right in my face. I got little shrapnels all over my face. Number sextuplets. In shop class, there was this huge, heavy steel door, and it was in 2 parts like one of those horse doors. Someone swung both parts at me. I put my hand up to stop the door, but that only stopped the top section. The right bar of the door just skadooshed right into my forehead. Left a pretty nice scar. And hair doesn't grow there now. Number this many. Me and a friend were doubling, and I was the one on the pedals, and he was the one sitting on the seat. A car pulled out in front of us and hit us both. I went slam onto the windshield, and my buddy got trapped underneath the car. He was hanging onto the bumper while the car was going. She wouldn't stop. I had to keep pounding on the window. Stop the booping car! While he's holding onto the bumper, and the bike's getting bent and torn up underneath the car with him. She's just cruising along. Number octopus. On the 82 acres I lived at in Canada, there was a big, huge double-story barn. I was playing on the roof of the barn, and the moldy, mossy roof just caved in. I fell 2 stories straight down into some hay. Roll in the hay, and not in a good way. I was lucky too, because there was a lot of nasty shit in that barn. Metal, iron, pitchforks. Number no in German. This one's just my lip accident. I already went over this in a video right there. And if I can't figure out how to put the video up there, just look at my story number 2 video. Number Roman numeral X. I was jumping down on a garage, and there was a board with a nail sticking straight up. Landed right on the nail. The nail went through the top of my foot. I had to step on the board with my other foot and yank it out myself. Made my mouth water. Number 11. I was playing in one of those sprinklers that sprinkled water straight into the air. I was running backwards, keeping the water sprinkling in my face. And there was a barbed wire fence behind me as I slammed into it. Cut my shoulder muscle wide open right here. I even have some superhuman hair growing out of it now. Scar pubes! I shave it sometimes to get that bear skin look. Number 12 days of Christmas. I've been in a ton of car accidents. I'm not going to go over all of them. Maybe a couple goodies. Been in 3 rear ends, none of them I was driving in. Been in 5 car accidents involving snow and ice. One of the ice ones, I was cruising along and my wheels got stuck in black ice, like water slide tube, basically, of ice. And I could turn left and right, and it didn't matter. Went right into a blazer. Boom! Knocked her out into the intersection. No one got hurt, though. Another one, I was getting up this long run of a hill. I'd get up right to the top, and I started spinning. Started going backwards. I was turning left and right. Didn't matter which way I was turning. There was a car parked on the side of the street. I just did a half Nelson. Boom! Right off the car, and then went down the hill front first. Another one, I was going around this long curve, and this teacher came along and just T-boned my driver's side door. I went flying and hit a huge snowbank, caught air into someone's yard. A lot of snow in North Dakota. My car stayed at this angle. I had to open my car door and get up and out. Number triple team. I was mountain biking on a road I'm not used to in Portland. I noticed the sidewalk was ending. I'm going about 25-30 miles per hour. So here's the sidewalk, grass, little dirt divot, the curb, and then the road. I tried getting over and both my tires got stuck in that dirt divot. So I was trying to turn, but it wouldn't turn. So I yanked up, popped a wheelie, went over the curb into the street on a wheelie, hit my brakes, flew sideways and slammed into the ground like this. I wasn't wearing a helmet, so my arm saved my head from just crack-a-lacking on the concrete. I was lucky too, because that road, cars go about 45 miles per hour. I blindly flew off into the street. I was pretty lucky. After I slammed down onto the road, I broke 2 ribs. Doctor told me that I had to lightly cough every night to break them back out because they were crushed in. So every night I'm sitting there just kind of, oh dear Lord, oh geez, oh make it stop. And then one night I could feel a little tickle in my nose and a sneeze coming. Dropped me to my knees, took the breath out of my lungs. That was painful. Took about 6, 7, 8 months to heal from that. I had to sleep sitting up because every time I would get up from laying down, they would re-break. I could feel my whole rib just moving. Man, that was painful. Number 4 plus 10. When I was in Cub Scouts, there was this kid that hated me. He threw about a fist-sized rock at the back of my head blindly. I was rocked big time. I'd love to see how you're doing nowadays, boy. Probably lots of friends and people who love you. Number 15. I was climbing a school ladder and I fell off, landing on my tailbonage. It hurt to sit or even wipe for months. Number sweet 16. I was working at a fast food restaurant and I was cleaning a Henny Penny. This thing right here. I was supposed to be wearing a big rubber glove that had old grease residue in it and smelled like a burning dead cow carcass. So you take a metal spatula and get the crusties down this whole chute so it all goes down in one pit. If you wait too long, the crunchies get kind of burnt there and it gets really hard to get the crusties down the hole. So the best thing to do is wait until the grease is about 1 inch or 2 inch thick down there and you stir it all down with this metal spatula. Do you see where this is going? I was in a hurry, didn't have the glove on, and dipped my half of hand into the hot boiling grease. I instantly grabbed the towel, put it on my hand like, oh shit, peeled the towel off and took all the skin with the towel. You could just see the muscles with my veins on top of the muscles. Super sexy. I knew right then and there I was gonna get chicks. On the way to the emergency room, the pain was intense. Felt like there was 12 Bic lighters just holding on my hand there. I show up at the emergency room and the first thing the doc said is, "He's going into shock." This nurse came up and jammed a needle full of morphine right into my left cheek. Yeah, it was amazing. So good. I wish I had a doggy bag of that stuff. I just sat there watching him peel skin off my hand. Yeah. Lots of good times. I know I'm missing some, but now you know why I play VR and don't do any real life stunts. Like bungee jump, hang glide, parachute, leave my house. I mean, the graphics are pretty good outside, better than 4K, but the other players suck and you take real damage. If you enjoy these types of videos, tug on it twice. If not, kiss the back gently. Stoke it, poke it, and smoke it. Alright guys, just do stuff. So good. Later.